Yo, apart from bro when I ain't had bread, me I didn't hear from no one. I span that block on my pedal bike, and I didn't see no one.
Listen to that again. To an inheritance that is unperishable, undefiled, and unfading, kept in heaven for you. How reassuring is that? In a world where
I was linking thoughts and dogging them out and hanging up cars like, hold on. Kinda weird, I missed that life, right? Boy, feel sober.
now, what is wrong with her?
Got paid, but I had to stretch it. Now I'm posted up trying to get it. She like, why you heartless? These hoes don't even get it. I got mad and I wanted to pull man up. If bros on go, don't tempt me. Don't even step with man if you're gonna explain to me why you left me. I was beefing guys that ain't got funds. Your line is slow, don't claim you.
I think Brandon Carter's like the biggest fall off.
Shot, dress code black in summer. Same tracksuit, yo, man's not hot. I couldn't even book no hotel. Told my yeah that I know
nice today.
Good morning, YouTube. It's been a minute since I've done a video like this. Officially, cannot say that I'm 20 anymore. I turned 21 last week. My family came down. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw a bunch of videos. I'm gonna be honest, I feel quite convicted because I didn't take a single YouTube video. I promised my mom that I would just spend time with them, and I probably could have vlogged the whole entire thing, but I didn't. But I got them a really nice penthouse at the One Hotel. They came down here. We went out on a yacht. It was like 10K. We pulled up the yacht to one of my favorite restaurants where we parked outside. Had like 13 of my, my closest family members and some of my friends. We ate there. We went to this like lounge with like my sister and her husband and a couple of my closest friends. So it was really, really cool celebration for my birthday. Got to spend time with my family. Took them to Carbone and really just like got to treat my family in a way where if I didn't have a personal brand, if I never had taken these risks, I don't think I'd ever be able to have experienced a birthday like that. So I'm feeling super blessed, super grateful, but I can't lie, I stayed up really late last week, and I just spent time with my family. But I'm ready to get back to the grind. Yesterday was Monday. I took about 8 calls, and then I had a group call with my team, and I'm feeling good. I woke up this morning around 5, and I've just been reading. I'm about to pray, take the cold plunge that I got done. Look at this. Oh, you guys, have you been watching from the beginning? Y'all know how sick this would be for 18-year-old John Mark? Like this freaking cold plunge with this view, bro. So cool. So we're gonna cold plunge. I'm gonna study the Word of God a little bit more. I also got this cappuccino machine, and I'm gonna show you guys my birthday gift for myself. Let's check this out. So, a lot of you guys know I have the Submariner, Rolex, boom. But I did something, and I got the nastiest one of them all, to be honest. You can't find a Rolex. This is like the final boss of Rolexes. So to me, there's like, there's watches that are way more expensive, like Patek, Richard Mille. There's some AP, like the Skeleton. That one's super sick, that are more expensive. But the thing about Rolex is like, you don't just have to have money to buy it. It's exclusive, right? So a good friend of mine was able to source this for me, and man, look at this. Paul Newman Daytona, absolutely beautiful. You can see the red around the outline. Man, solid gold, the Paul Newman face. It is just absolutely stunning. I've been wearing this, and it's, oh my gosh, it's just been feeling. I got it sized at Rolex the other day perfectly, but man, such a beautiful piece. Now I'm starting to finally build up my collection. That's gonna be super cool to see that grow. But I wanted to share that with you guys. I thought y'all would think that was super cool, because it's not like watches are like the top thing for me. Y'all know I love cars, but a watch like this that, you know, I'm only going to wear out when it's nice. It's basically just like money sitting in your checking account. It's going to hold its value. That one is very, very rare, very hard to get. If you know anything about watches, you know how cool that is. But let's make my second cappuccino of the morning, because I had one earlier, and then I was like, wait, I need to show the machine to my guys. So we got the macchiato and the milk frother. Oh shoot, I think I might have put too much in there. Oh shoot. Boom. Let's see, we pour this. Boom. Dude, this thing is so cool. Man, I've been really loving listening to Philip Mitchell from 2819 Church. He's actually from right near where I grew up in Atlanta, and so I'm gonna go home soon specifically to see him, and because apparently I have a couple of tickets that I got when I was in Georgia for speeding that I didn't pay, and now I have to appear in court and get those paid. So gonna be making a trip home soon, but I wanted to do some reading with you guys this morning. I was really interested in reading the book of Jude, because you can see there's no markings in here, so I haven't even really read it much at all. But what I wanted to do, reading 1 Peter was very, very convicting to me. So I want to read 1 Peter verses 1 through 2 for you guys, and kind of just speak some context about what the Lord puts on my heart. So this is the greeting. Obviously, Peter he's writing his letter. It says, to the elect exiles in Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia, according to the foreknowledge of God the Father, and the sanctification of the Spirit, for obedience to Jesus Christ, for the sprinkling with his blood. And then in the greeting he says, may grace and peace be multiplied upon you. So in the first chapter he says, born again to living hope. Blessed be the God and the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, according to his mercy. He caused us to be born again to a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead, to an inheritance that is imperishable, undefiled, and unfading, kept in heaven for you. Listen to that again. To an inheritance that is unperishable, undefiled, and unfading, kept in heaven for you. How reassuring is that? We're on verse 3, we're on verse 4, and he's already saying an inheritance to Christ's children who are saved by him that is imperishable, undefiled, and unfading, kept in heaven for you. In a world where so many things are destroyed, where the car that I have in 3 years will be, probably someone else's car, or will be somewhere else in the world, or will be, apart in pieces, right? The gifts in heaven that the Lord has for us are imperishable, undefiled, and unfading, right? Who by God's power are being guarded through faith for a salvation ready to be revealed in the last time. In this you rejoice, though now for a little while, if necessary, you have been grieved by various trials, so that the tested genuineness of your faith, more precious than gold, perishes though it is tested by fire. So that the tested genuineness of your faith, more precious than gold that perishes, though it is tested by fire, may be found to result in praise and glory and honor at the revelation of Jesus Christ. Though you have not seen him, you love him. Though you do not now see him, you believe in him and rejoice with joy that is inexpressible and filled with glory, obtaining the outcome of your faith, the salvation of your souls.
Concerning this salvation, the prophets who prophesied about grace that was to be yours searched and inquired carefully, inquiring what person or time the Spirit of Christ in them was indicating when he predicted the sufferings of Christ and the subsequent glories. It was revealed to them that they were serving not themselves, but you in the things that have now been announced to you through those who preach the good news to you by the Holy Spirit sent from heaven, things into which angels long to look. Right? And so then he goes on, and I want you to hear this. As we're called to be holy, therefore preparing your minds for action and being sober-minded, set your hope fully on the grace that will be brought to you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. As obedient children, do not be conformed to the passions of your former ignorance, but as he who called you is holy, you also be holy in all conduct, since it is written, you be holy, for I am holy. And if you call on him as a father who judges impartially, according to each one's deeds, conduct yourself with fear throughout the time of your exile. Right? So, to me, it's very beautiful when Simon Peter writes this, obedient children, do not be conformed to the passions of your former ignorance. Because my entire life, every single solitary time I've stepped into a new stage, there has been an identity shift where I've stepped out of the passions of my former ignorance and into a new identity. But there's always that tug that wants to bring me back into my identity. When you go through the personal development in your life of just becoming the man that you should be, there's that tug on the old version of you where your body, which loves comfort, wants to pull you back into that identity in which you know. So therefore, in order to not be conformed by the passions of your former ignorance, you keep that in mind, of your former ignorance. He didn't say of your former self, of your former ignorance. You are also to be holy in your conduct, right? So the habits that you have in your life that get you closer to Jesus, obviously, it's not works-based faith. It is relationship-based faith. But the relationship is the thing that softens your heart towards him and makes the works that you're doing be expressed in a Christ-like way, right? So it's so funny how when I look at my life, everything turns back to the same principles of walking in faith through Christ. It doesn't matter if it's money, it doesn't matter if it's personal development. There's always a sense of the divine way that God created our relationship with him to be seen in every single solitary aspect. So I challenge you guys, something for me that was always like difficult is I love to be stimulated and in read, a lot of times books are boring for me because they're just not stimulating enough for me. I love information. And if you feel like the Bible is just so boring, genuinely pray that the Lord would open your eyes and open your heart to the scripture that you're reading, and that you might have the discernment and the understanding to actually enjoy what you're reading. Because I want you to think about this. The Bible is encrypted, right? Think about it as encrypted code. And the key to that encryption is the Holy Spirit. Meaning without the Holy Spirit, without that ability to feel Christ, it's very hard to be convicted and excited by the Bible. It can seem like a bunch of just words and silly stories, but if you pray for genuine understanding and you pray for the Lord to open up your eyes and soften your heart and to be able to understand what you're reading, the Holy Spirit will guide you through it, and it will add so much life to the text. That's why it says this is the word of life, right? Man cannot live by bread alone, but through every man cannot live by bread alone, but through the word of God, right? So it's something that I always find myself making excuses about, I'm not going to read tonight, I'm not going to read the Bible. And it's like, reading the Bible doesn't make you a Christian, but you cannot deepen your relationship with the Lord unless you are diving into his word. And something that I've been doing so much more as I continue to deepen my walk with Christ. But we've gotten that done this morning. Now I'm going to cold plunge, and then we're going to go meet my boy Jason, because
because I've been boxing. Guys, I know I'm stiff. You're gonna see that like I'm so stiff when I train, but I mean, what do you expect? I squat like 545 and I've been training for 9 years. The whole reason I'm boxing is to unstiffen myself. I'm really fast. I used to be a very nimble athlete, but just like years of training and trying to pack on as much muscle as possible has gotten me stiff. So I have a lot of power, but you guys know that muscle doesn't do anything when it comes to boxing and striking and training a martial art. So I'm gonna go in there, get some work in with him because Jason was a professional kickboxer, and then we will see what the day holds. I've got a lot of work that I have to do, and yeah, so I'm gonna jump in the cold plunge and then we'll head to the gym. All you guys want the $15,000 Stripe screenshots before 7 a.m. but no one wants to do the self-work that's gonna get you there. I make so much money every month. Why am I waking up at 5 a.m. and cold plunging, right? Does this make me money? No. But it's the self-work of understanding that my mind comes first. I don't crave to wake up and read the Bible. I don't. But I know myself, and I know that if I don't start with the habits of the man that I want to be, and who I want to grow into, then I'll never prioritize it. I have to prioritize it. I have to give energy to the things that I want to do over and over and over again. Now, in this video, it might be inspiring and motivating, but I promise you, when I woke up this morning, I didn't want to pick up the camera. When I woke up this morning, like, I didn't want to just sit here and talk and get in the cold plunge and spend my morning speaking to the camera. But that is where the actual inspiration comes from. It comes from doing the action, not thinking about the action. You don't get the inspiration before you do the action. You got to do the action to receive the result. Cold plunge is 40 degrees. It's cold. I got worship music blasting. Let's do it. Purpose over pleasure, baby. Man, that literally sucked so bad before. I'll tell you what's worse though. Like when I have the camera, I feel a connection with you guys. So it's like I'm chilling. But doing the cold plunge by yourself, no one's watching, 4 a.m, you can easily just not do it. Dark outside, that's when it's rough. And for you guys that live in a place where it's freezing and you do this and you like break the ice in the morning, mad respect. I'm excited. I'm feeling aggressive. I'm ready to conquer the day. I'm ready to fight more battles. Shoot. I'm gonna go wake up George, my business partner. You know, here's one commitment that I made to you guys. I've done a really bad job of letting other people into this channel just because my whole life I've struggled with limiting beliefs, and I always thought, like, what's the point? But one thing that I've really respected about some big creators that I've watched is how much they incorporate other people into their videos. So if you guys don't know, I mean, people that follow, they know, but George is my business partner. Met him when I moved down here. I had been watching his YouTube video of reality transurfing for like a whole entire year. I would listen to it every single solitary day. When I got off work, I would, when I was building my business, and came down here, and he's just been, he was a super great person. We worked very well together and we had similar interests. So we partnered together. George is, created an 8-figure e-com business. He sold a software company. One of the smartest people I know, and someone I've spent almost every single day with since moving down here to Miami. So I want to do a better job of like introducing you guys to the team behind what we do here at 100X Mindset. And that's what I'm gonna do. So today, biggest thing, we gotta get George in shape, bro. Like, he works out, but his consistency in the gym is nowhere near his consistency with work, right? Like, I wish I had the capacity to work like he does, and he needs the capacity to work out like I do. So that's where we have that mutual benefit. But I'm gonna go up. He lives on floor 81, and I'm gonna go get him. We're gonna get in the Ferrari. I was gonna drive the TRX because it was gonna be pouring rain, but we're gonna get in the Ferrari and we're gonna whip to the gym, and then George is just gonna work out and I'm gonna train with Jason. So I'm gonna get ready now. Oh, what's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Oh, look at this view. Now that is a freaking view. I mean, look at this. Such a cool view, bro. Everyone talks about, oh, Miami gurus. I'm telling you guys, anyone that talks about Miami being a place of like competition and it's like, oh, there's no substance in Miami, it's because all they were focused on was competing and not just living their own life. Me and George hang out. We go to the same 4 restaurants, the best restaurants here: Cote, Mila, Carbone, Casaneos. That's it. That's all you need. That's what we go to. We hang out with the same few people, and we just work. I drive my Ferrari, I go to the gym, and I work more, right? Sure, I get nice stuff. It's a super cool lifestyle, but if you go to Miami and you get lost in the lifestyle and you're just competing with everyone and it's just this massive dick swinging competition, you brought that on yourself. And the people that get salty and talk about Miami in that way, it's because all they tried to do was compete and they couldn't keep up. Most people aren't up right now. Most people are not up, right? If you're up at 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning, you go to the gym, like, where else are you gonna get inspired by a view like this, be able to go to the gym, train, have an amazing time, be surrounded by tons of money? Whether you think the people are superficial or not, it's your job to make the good connections. I've made connections here that I wouldn't have made anywhere else in the entire world, right? But what you have to understand is in Miami, most of the time you meet the version of people who they want you to meet instead of who they actually are. And you have to have the discernment to know that. Like Jason, the guy I'm going to hang out with, I would never have met him in a place like where I was from. George, I would never have met him in a place like where I was from. So I'm in the city with the most elite people in the world, but it's up to me to discern between who I want to spend my time with. And if you get lost in the sauce because, you start drowning in the lifestyle, trying to compete and hang out with people that aren't good for you, that's your fault, not Miami's fault. So a lot of people complain about Miami. I think it's the best city in the world. And I'll tell you right now, I have a super conservative, mother who was raised in the South, very, 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 very conservative. I'm not talking obviously politically, we're conservative as hell, but conservative in her thinking, not super progressive. And even her, she was like, I thought Miami was gonna be this super, super hedonistic place. And she was like, it's actually been very nice. When they came down here, it's very nice, it's clean, it's a great, now, you can find the parts that aren't, you can find the parts that are super messed up, but I'd go to say I live a better, more peaceful and positive lifestyle down here than I even did when I was in Atlanta. So just food for thought. A lot of what people say and the perception that they make is based on people that they probably shouldn't be taking their opinion. I only take the opinion of people who have the same morals and thought processes as me. And a lot of times you guys will take advice and opinions from people who aren't even aligned with what you want to do. So keep that in mind. Yo, you ready? I'm vlogging. We got to get it on record. What's the goal? What's the goal? What's the goal for the end of summer? What's the goal?
$1 million a month.
No. What's the goal for you?
Oh.
On record.
195 cut.
What is cut?
Visible abs.
Visible abs, 195? What's the bench?
220.
Nah, 245. 245, all right. Y'all heard that? 245 bench for George, visible abs at 195 pounds by the end of the summer. And then we'll be at $1 million a month as well. You guys already know that's gonna happen regardless, but we gotta be in shape. Otherwise we can't go to the Hamptons.
No.
Yeah, we gotta get it done.
Where's mine, DJI?
I don't know. We do like double DJI and a DJI.
Yeah,
Guys, let me know if you've ever seen an Arsenal quite as crazy as this. Holy shit. You need it? George, you need it? George got it.
just feels more convenient. Because if it's inside,
out of sight, out of mind. It's got to be there for you to see.
Exactly.
Out of sight, out of mind. It's got to be there for you to see. Boom. All right, I'm ready. Let's go. The other day, I was pulled into Mila, which we go to Mila all the time, and I was backing in, and retarded valet driver, it was his fault, pulls someone's brand new Rolls-Royce Spectre into the... Why is it so crooked? Did I back in like that? Anyways, he pulled a brand new Rolls-Royce Spectre into the back of my whip, and I was super nice about it, even though it was their fault completely. But look at the damage, guys. What do you guys think? Would you have been pissed, or would you have just been like, yo, give me free valet for the rest of the time?
Gotta just get a new car.
Oh no, you gotta get a new car. Can't drive it. Here, put the I'm gonna put the. You think that's too close?
I'll put it in the wood spot. Even inside.
No, take a video. Okay. From the back. Just plug your ears. Damn. So we're going into summer, and I can already feel, I think George can feel as well, the pendulums are swinging back. I was talking earlier about reality transurfing and how I used to listen to the audiobook while George read it all the time, but one of the core principles in there talks about pendulums, right? And a lot of times in life, people will try to like fight different scenarios, and they'll try to control the flow of how their life is going. But hate to break it to you, you can't play God. It doesn't matter how powerful you are. It doesn't matter how much influence you have. You can't play God. You cannot fight how things are going. You can have influence over future events based on how you act and how you respond, but you cannot control situations in the moment. But a lot of times as humans, especially as guys, like entrepreneurs, we want to have control, and we try to control moments. But half of the principle is that when you release the outcome in your head and you stop trying to control it and you just act within the boundaries of your own skill, a lot of times what you want to happen ends up happening. Because when you're trying to fight a pendulum and trying to make it swing in your favor, it usually swings the opposite way. So as we're going into summer, there's been a lot of things that, like, personally I've wanted to change, not even just like money making wise, but just as far as like, you know, how I feel, how I'm living. But it's funny how the second I released the care, the second I stopped trying so hard to get the outcome that I wanted, the outcome started to happen effortlessly. Money starts to come in a lot easier, while me being able to have, you know, the freedom to spend time with my family like I did last week. So one of the biggest and most, dude, is it flooded in here just from the rain, or did they pressure wash?
Oh no, pressure wash.
Oh shoot, I was about to say. I thought it was dry outside. Oh no. Ferrari in the rain. We gotta go to the gas station. I'm gonna get a Red Bull and then we'll go. But yeah, my whole point is that the second you release the importance of something, a lot of times that thing becomes a lot easier to attain, because you're not trying so hard to do it. Like when I was, you know, starting my coaching business, I had the least amount of success when I was trying the hardest. Now, what is wrong with her? It just happened again. This is her fault. This is literally her fault. What do you mean what's wrong with me? You're gonna stop. This chick was just running and she ran like into my car and she got pissed because I, what am I gonna do? Run out into traffic? Oh my goodness. I hope we cut that up. And then she ran into the next car as well. That right there, that was a pendulum. That was the pendulum, bro. Now she's now she's super embarrassed, bro. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, let's get her on video. There she is. But see, that's what happens when you try to control things and make them go your way. It ends up being slammed in your face. But yeah, if you haven't listened to Reality Transurfing, definitely a must read that you should listen to. Really changes the way your thought process is within business, because a lot of times your ability to make money is constrained by your concepts of thought and how you act on a day-to-day basis, because that's what dictates the skill that you build. And you know, I'm not big on like just like read. Like I'm not like Ty Lopezing you guys and acting like the action doesn't matter. The action definitely matters, but it's really hard to make yourself act on things that you don't understand or that you don't believe are actually going to work. So that's one of the books that really changes your concept of thought and drives you towards a better future. But like I said, I mean, where else can you be surrounded by people of this caliber? Like, I mean, anywhere else, driving this whip at this time in a school zone, everyone would be like, what is this? Freaking out. It's normal traffic here. It's normal traffic. It's the craziest SF90 and it's normal traffic. And that's what I want to be surrounded by. I don't want to be in a place, like I know a guy who like moved back home because he like wanted his success to like feel more successful, but like that's the last thing that I want. I want my success to feel like so much smaller, because I want to be surrounded by people that make what I've done seem like nothing, because that's going to continually drive me. I'm not optimizing for comfort and feeling good. People always say comparison is the thief of all joy, and I'm like, good. I want to compare myself so that I don't get complacent with what I have, because I'm not optimizing for happiness. I'm optimizing for impact. And that's what I want to make sure I'm doing. Average Tuesday, cold plunge, 6 a.m. wake up, filling up the $500,000 Ferrari at the gas station the week after you turn 21. You want a Red Bull? It's 5? 60 on pump 5, and then this Red Bull, please. Thank you. No, I'm okay. Just your average Tuesday, man. It's crazy because I used to wake up at this same exact time, and I would go film my aggression talks and my Acura. I would get gas on the way to school, same timing. And I would just think about scenarios where I could do this. But now, it's just become normal. And it's kind of sad because like I always thought it'd be like super surreal and euphoric, but I promise you, like when you make money, it's very enjoyable, but you get to the point where it's just like, it's completely normal. Like I've driven this car so much, I've been desensitized to it, because money isn't the end all be all, right? We should like, the only thing that satisfies is Jesus, and he created us that way so that we wouldn't just be satiated by these things. But a lot of people are just constantly looking for like the next high, the next level. I'm always gonna push myself. I'm always gonna make as much money as I can, because the second I go stagnant, I won't even pursue my relationship with God. So I'm always gonna want cool things, but the second I make this an idol, I'm probably going to lose it. So I'm very careful about what I prioritize, right? And I get a lot of people being like, oh, you know, if you actually were pursuing a relationship with God, you'd sell your car. It's not how it works in any way, shape, or form. I can have goals and I can achieve things while still building my relationship with Christ and being a Christian. It's about what you idolize. That's what matters. and I in no way idolize this. Like literally, the guy in valet, he like literally rear-ended my car with a Rolls Royce, and my boy was there and he was like, bro, you were so calm. And I was like, because at the end of the day, like, it doesn't serve me in any way, shape, or form to get pissed about that, get all upset, and act like this is like my entire life, right? Like, on the inside, I was a bit upset. I'm pissed that I have to spend money to get that wrap fixed, but it's just a car. I love it, and I treat it with respect, but at the end of the day, who am I to sit here and just let one little scratch on my car that the valet ran into my car just completely ruin my mood and how I'm feeling, right? That would be me idolizing the car. Now, you know whose level I'm trying to get on? George, because this dude can walk around with like, bro can have like shorts and he's like, yeah, I'm happy. That's all I need. I'm trying to get on that level. Did you fart?
No.
It smells like ass.
I don't do anything.
Ew. Red Bull acquired. Heading to the gym. Let's go. Yo. That's so sick. Whoa. So sick, bro. That is insane, bro. Turn the camera. Yo. Oh. Now that's the level I'm trying to get on. I'm sitting here in $500,000 SF90. This dude rolls by in a freaking race car. It's like the SF90 XX. It's like the track version. I think it's like 1.3 mil. That's nuts. Like anywhere else I drive with this car, I'm mogging everyone, and literally at 7 in the morning I just got mogged by some 50-year-old dude who's probably just an absolute G. Like, where else can you find that? Nowhere. That's what I want to be around. Drive to the gym used to be in the Acura. Now we get to drive to the gym in the Ferrari. But you have to go down to go up. The depth of your struggle determines the height of your success. I say all the time, like, so many guys are starting out and they're like, oh, I have nothing. And I'm like, bro, that's your biggest superpower. Because when you have nothing, you can build. Once you have a foundation, it's hard to go back and replant the roots. There's a lot of guys who are like, quote unquote competitors of mine, who they're trying to go back and rewrite the narrative. They're trying to make YouTube videos like documenting their story, but they've already made money. No one else can go back and make the videos that I made from the beginning. I made videos in the beginning, all the thoughts that I had, all the goals that I set for myself when I had nothing, speaking this reality out. And I can't go back and remake those. They're there now. It's done. And a lot of guys, they thought that if they just went viral, everything was good, and they didn't want to sacrifice, and they didn't want to document themselves when they had nothing. And so therefore, their story's not relatable because they didn't start in the position that you did, and they're trying to sell you a dream acting like they came from where you came from. Everyone knows I started in the exact same position as you, bro. Exact same position as you, and you can go back and watch my YouTube videos from day one where I was living the same way that you're probably living right now, or in an even worse position, and you can see how I've come up. And that's what's actually truly valuable, because just making money and then all of a sudden showing up, and a lot of guys I'll see too, they're not in like the best shape. And so they're like, oh, well, I'm gonna wait until I get in amazing shape. I'm gonna wait until I get shredded for summer to start making videos. It's like, it's the stupidest mentality, because once you're insanely shredded and you're in crazy shape,
You've lost all the authenticity and the relatability of the guy who wants to buy from you. Start documenting now and show the process of you struggling. Show the process of you getting in shape. Show the process of you building yourself into the best version so that they can see the transformation in front of their eyes. Everyone who's been watching me from the beginning, they watch me go from the Acura to the TRX, from the TRX to the Lambo, and then buy the Ferrari. They've seen the progression of me moving down to Miami. They've seen the progression of me not even gaining that many followers, but continuing to build value, get crazy testimonials, learn more, put out more videos, and y'all have been able to grow with me in front of your eyes. If I just came on the scene one day and as some 21-year-old kid in a Ferrari, I'd look like a scammer. Everyone would be like, it's another one of these guys. But you go on my profile, I have low followers, I have crazy testimonials, there's so much value, and you go down the rabbit hole of my story and you can really see what I've created with my personal brand, and that is what makes all the difference.
It's my boy Jason, professional kickboxer.
What's going on, guys?
He's training me, beating my ass, but he's getting me right.
We started, what, 2 months ago?
What are we gonna work today?
Yeah, so today we're getting back on track because that bull has been celebrating his birthday for the past 10 days. So it's just about getting back in shape, just getting back like just a little sweat, a little something, sweat all of that alcohol from past 10 days. Oh, my bad. And we're gonna get him ready for his first sparring because as a good friend, I gifted him a headgear, mouth guard, shin protection, everything he needs so I can beat his ass on the ring.
Let's go.
YBH.
Just finished up, super dope training with Jason. Obviously you guys can tell I'm super stiff and he knows it as well. So you don't need to go to the comments and give me tips about me being stiff. I know I'm stiff. I've been training like a bodybuilder for the past 8 years. But I'm working on it. I'm doing a lot more like athletic training because I used to run track, I wrestled. I'm really good at grappling. Like Jason's getting cooked when we grapple every single time, but striking, obviously I can't compete. He's really good. Bro is strong. My biggest weakness is I try to use strength instead of being quick, because in boxing you don't have to be like strong to be powerful. So just me learning the technique so I can be powerful without trying to force it, and I can start to move quick. I think it'll be dope. I need more reps, I need more practice. But it's super fun because it's challenging, because it makes me feel stupid, and it's been a long time since I've felt like stupid doing things. So it's really nice, it's stimulating. And it's testing me, and that's what I need. So today, just cardio. Might go train later this evening, like get a few meals in and go train, but I'll probably just wait and train legs in the morning. But we're gonna head back now. We've got some programs that we need to finish. I'm gonna show you guys what we're working on right now that we're going to launch, and then we have a couple things that we need to get done. We're having the event in Texas at the end of June. I want you guys to be there. And yeah, so we're gonna head back now. It's like pouring rain, but rain ain't never stopped nobody. But yeah, we're gonna head back. I'm gonna get a meal, sit down at the desk, and probably do a little 4-hour session, and then when it clears up, go for a walk. Got some dope things to show you guys.
So I'm headed to the Apple store. The laptop that I have, it's just like ran out of storage, and I need something. I don't want to have to plug my I'll show you guys my setup right now. Someone was actually asking me about that. They're like, bro, let me see your setup. I haven't done anything because I'm moving in 2 months, and I have, like, you can even see, like, I've got this picture of Napoleon here, but like I haven't even hung it. There's no like soundproofing, there's no organization, just because I'm about to move into this penthouse and I want to just wait and make my office like super dope. But this is the setup now. So I just have laptop running into Samsung monitor. It's like 57 inches, but I want more space and I just want to have the MacBook there. And then maybe I'll have like a second desk in my next apartment where it's like just for laptop. Because I want to be able to have my laptop to be portable, and I don't want to run everything from that. So I'm gonna go pick up real quick a MacBook. There's an Apple store across the street. Dang it. Don't tell me I let my Bible get wet. Uh-oh. Yeah, there's an Apple store across the street. It's raining, but I'm gonna walk there now. And I'm gonna go pick up. I was gonna order it, but I don't wanna wait. I'd rather just get it now. So, and then when I get back, we'll have a crazy work session. Daytona looks crazy. So I think I'm gonna get the biggest one with the newest chip. Yeah, is this the biggest size for the Mac?
For iMacs, at least
Yeah.
all-in-ones, yes.
Cool.
Unless you just
Do you have?
unless you prefer something like
No, I don't want it with the. I don't want it with the attachment. Can I do? You have this in 1 terabyte here, like the biggest one.
no 512 with 1 terabyte. We had to order it for you.
Dang, that's why I came here because I didn't
These
want to
we do
wait.
have with 1 terabyte.
In the green or that?
No, like the Mac, the Mac Studio.
Yeah. Which one's the
or
best?
if you want SSD, that's faster.
Okay. Do you have an SSD with 1 terabyte? Right here. Yeah, I'll just do this one. And this one I can just plug in and.
Yeah,
sit
there's
there.
also this one. If you want something even smaller than that, I gotta see if I have a two. You prefer 2 terabytes?
Is it any slower or anything like that? Or
No,
it's just
they're
smaller?
both SSDs. It's just smaller.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I mean, I kind of like this one. I feel like it'll sit on the
Well,
desk
this one,
better.
what I like about this one is that it has that orange bumper around, so
Yeah.
if it falls, it
Yeah.
has that shockproof.
Yeah. I'll be dropping stuff, so I might need to get this. I like the blue as well. And then you have the extended keyboard with the numeric one in stock.
Not in the same color,
Okay.
but we could always get it separately.
No, it's okay.
So I have this one in, I have it in blue, green, pink, and silver.
Other blue. So I wanted to get the 1 terabyte, but I don't want to wait, so I'm just gonna get the blue one in half.
You get your back.
It'll be fine. Cool. Thank you, bro.
But if you wanted like the extended one,
I have the extended one at home. It just doesn't have the Touch ID, but I don't even need the extended one. It's a bit big, to be honest. I'm trying to save space.
it looks like this. Yeah. So it's like this.
Yeah, but you don't have a blue one.
No, we can order for you through the Genius Bar.
Okay.
Then you get it like exactly the same one, but in blue.
Yeah.
But you can do it whenever.
Do you have this one in stock?
The black one I have in stock, and then the white one I have in stock.
Okay. Can I exchange for this, or is it it's extra?
It's probably extra.
Yeah, it's no problem. I'll just use the small one and then it'll be fine.
But if down the line, if you want to get the blue one that's long, you can just get it through the Genius Bar.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I'll just get it later. There's no point in. And I take a lot of calls, and since I'm running it from my laptop to I want a better camera that's straight on and just more clean. I want to have a little desk for my laptop that's like mobile, and then I don't want to have to re-plug in my laptop every time I go somewhere.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I can just Apple Pay for it.
Yeah, absolutely. 24 with 48 cents. If you want to add Apple Pay later, you still got plenty of time.
Dope.
It gives you the option to do it either monthly or yearly.
Boom.
All right, brother. Can I send you the receipt to?
Yeah. Send me the receipt to that email, and then we're good to go.
So I'm gonna create your business profile shortly.
Right. And then I can pull
I'll
that
send
up
you
on there.
an email just to confirm everything. It's gonna come from Apple Business, all
Do I
right?
got a bag for this, or I just carry like?
Don't have a bag this big.
just
but
pouring
it
rain?
has the handle.
Okay. Is it gonna leak through the box if I walk home?
No, it won't. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, brother.
You're welcome, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
You're welcome. Take care.
See ya.
Stay dry.
Yeah. Required. I'm gonna run home and see you guys there. Let's put this bad boy together. So cool, bro. One of the guys who joined the community, let me show you guys this. Just posted a little bit ago, I just saw it. He joined the community, maxed out his credit card. All the rest of the money that he had, because he knew that he was just missing the systems, had a great physique. Look what he posted in the school community this morning. Boom. So it's Ari, I'll show you guys his IG. But he said, started my business late January, hired a mentor who had me dumping money into paid ads with a broken funnel, confusing offer, signed 2 clients, but only after burning myself out in the DMs and barely breaking even. Dropped him, joined 100X Mindset in April. Since May 15th, I've generated 12K organically. So that's 12K in 1 month. To put that in perspective, I made that in 3.5 months of my full-time job. I made it in half a month now. He's like, already collected 3K for June and it's only the 3rd. Again, all organic. So sick. That's what I used to make in an entire month. Yes, I paid, yes, I was paid scraps. That's why I quit. Now I have much more time for YouTube and short form content. Already looks like I'll be collecting at least 7.6K this month if I sign 0 more clients. I need to close 1 more, pretty much to be at 10K. John, you're the GOAT. This course helped me so much. It was exactly what I needed. Bro is a master. So let's go to his IG real quick. Hold up. Dude, 3,700 followers and this dude is making 6 figures. 6 figures. 6 figures following the funnel. He's got a good, really good physique. Really good physique, but it's like half you guys spend the same amount of time in the gym as Ari and you guys make no money, or you work a normal job or like manual labor. And like, I'll tell you guys, like, there's nothing wrong with doing that. It's very respectable. I did that for a long time, but like, bro, you spend all this time in the gym, you need to be monetizing it, teaching other people how to do that, bro. It's just absolute G. It's just like wins on wins on wins every single solitary time someone joins, and freaking love it, bro. This is why I do what I do. This is the best thing. Because like his life completely changed. He was literally in debt, credit card maxed out. And now he's making 10, 20K a month. Like, this is so sick. I'm gonna set up the new Mac. Hopefully everything goes smooth. Let's see. So doing a couple things. Got to post the group call we had last night in the community. And I've got to schedule a couple calls. Group call 035. What was yesterday? 6, 2. Over 285 people in 100X Mindset now, changing their lives, scaling their business. So sick. So sick. We had over 55 people in the group call last night because we've got a bunch of guys who just watch the replay because they're, overseas of the country. They have their own calls that they have to take. So, not every dude is going to wake up at 2:30 in the morning if they're in like Paris and watch, but it's the engagement that we have is so crazy inside of the community. Love seeing the wins, love getting on the weekly calls with the group. And then what's amazing inside of there is also just having, oh, this is so sick, my boy Peter, 20K followers, $60,000 in May, made 70K the month before. You guys have seen, like, he completely changed his life in the program. Spent the last money that he had that he was going to pay rent with on buying the course, and then he upgraded to the one-on-one mentorship, and now he's just freaking making like a doctor's salary. Absolutely insane. Boom. All right. So we just dropped 2 racks on a new computer. No problem. Gonna set it up and then let's go. What's so nice about Apple is the packaging. I think so many people, they skip over the fact that like packaging is the biggest thing for consumers. Even with like your fitness coaching program, packaging is everything. Because if this was hard, the things that are hard to put together and they take forever, like no one wants to use them. Like it's too complicated. It doesn't seem like, even if the product is amazing, if the packaging isn't there, no one wants to buy it because it feels like a waste of money. Like luxury products and the best products, they do so well because of how much attention they pay to the packaging, right? And now if you can have good packaging and an exceptional product,
that's where you just absolutely take over the market. That's something that I've done and all my clients do as well, is their product is exceptional, and then the packaging of their product, it's so seamless, the onboarding process is amazing, the delivery that their people get, right? People care about that more than the actual result. More than the actual result. So it's like, let's say someone's buying a computer, right? And they want to edit videos on it, or they want to make music on it, right? Their skill is the thing that makes them good music, right? But then the computer is what allows them to do the thing, right? So if someone gets a transformation in your program, they actually have to work hard and apply the things that you've given them. What they're actually buying isn't just the transformation, they're buying the process. They're buying the accountability. They're buying the fact that they can finally, they're buying clarity, right? If they don't do the program, they're not gonna get results, it doesn't matter. But a lot of people, they want to finally have clarity, they want to finally have the ability to act and do the thing, right? Apple isn't responsible for if I work hard on their computer. They're responsible for making a good product that I actually can work hard with, right? And that's all that they need to do for me to be satisfied. Holy crap, and this is so satisfying. Oh my gosh. This thing is sick. See how simple that was? Literally 2 seconds. I'm gonna have everything set up. This is why Apple is the best. Okay. A lot of stuff to take off. Boom, boom. Laptop down. Don't need this anymore. So that can go away. We might need this, but let's put it up for now. Boom, boom. Let's unplug this here. Unplug this here. And then I'm gonna clean up some of these cables. Get this big ass monitor out the way. Might use this in the podcast setup. I've got a vision for the podcast setup that I'm gonna have, and it's gonna be, oh man, this is gonna be so great, having so much more room right here. Oh yeah. This is exactly what I wanted. Wow. This is perfect. Let's go. It's definitely smaller, but so much more put together. Boom, got that there. And now move this over. I can have here, here, back there. Probably will need to move this. I guess I can just, boom. Oh yeah, that's way better. Hell yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. I'm stoked about this. I'm stoked about this. For me, like a clean space is the only way that I can work. Clean and put together. There's some people that like, they can be messy. Bro, for me, I cannot. So like this, so much smaller, but I feel so much more put together. I don't know, maybe I want to have my computer over here and then like a area to write right here. We shall see. We shall see. Way cleaner now. Smaller, but I'm transferring everything to here, and now I can like actually think. I don't know how some people can like be disorganized. I don't know, but for me, I need everything compact and ready to go. So this is sick.
this setup is go-to. This is nice. I remembered it. Let's go. Oh yeah. So guys, put everything together. I made 9 eggs. One of the biggest hacks for focus is not eating for taste and just eating for fuel. Because I love food and it's very easy. And what I mean by this, I don't mean that this doesn't taste good. I just mean to say that, like, what I wanted was to, like, go on a walk and get, like, some tacos. But I wanted to go get some tacos. But then I was like, bro, I have eggs here. Why would I waste the time when I can just cook some eggs in 5 minutes? You know what I'm saying? I can just cook the eggs in 5 minutes. And because I'm just eating for fuel, I'm just eating to get protein. I'm not eating, for how it tastes. I'm able to focus so much more. So I've wasted a lot of time just eating for taste instead of eating for fuel. So that is like one of my biggest and favorite hacks. So I'm going to eat these, get on here, get some work done, and then me and George are going to do a session at like 2 p.m. And I'm going to let you guys on behind the scenes. What do you think is the biggest like fall off story of the past 5 years of someone, huh? 10 like the YouTuber?
He was a YouTuber.
Wait, I used to watch him when I was little. The scooter guy? Oh, okay. What about it? I didn't even finish asking the question, bro. Bro started smiling immediately.
So like he made some money from Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
So then all he did every day was he had a whiteboard in the back and he would just live stream Q&A on YouTube. And when he would get a sale, he would just go back to the whiteboard and change the number and like increase the number. He's doing like 10, 20K a day. Just live streaming 4 or 5 hours a day, just like answering people's questions on Amazon.
Huh.
It was hilarious.
And it actually ripped.
It ripped for like 6 months and then no one ever heard from him again.
Really?
Like,
so he just made money and then just dipped?
Like, I don't know, some mental problem. I don't know what happened exactly.
Really?
Yeah, like fall, just complete fall. Just 7 years. I remember I was watching, oh my God, this guy's like, he like cracked the code, like just did a short window.
Wait, I want to watch.
He removed all of his old videos, but like.
Was he actually good or like, what was the mistake he made?
I think
He just got overwhelmed. Oh, he just retarded. He looks, I was about to say, he looks
literally an
retarded.
airhead, like.
He looks retarded. And then who's the Daniel Silva guy?
Dan Silva.
Dan Da Silva? Why do I not know who that is? Let me see if I can find.
I'm still like here and there somewhere, like.
Carter's like the biggest fall off. Needs to be studied. He was doing $1 million a month at one point, I thought.
No.
Now I wouldn't be surprised if he's barely making 150.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that's a fall off. I think he's just
but
his age. 40 and still like.
Yeah, but like he used to be, his videos used to be so good like 2-3 years ago, and now like all he does is his team recycles the same stories over and over. I'm pretty sure he posts this story every 3 days. It's the exact same macros, and then they just recycle the same content over and over and over and over again. And he live streams on TikTok, and I don't know, bro.
I think he just doesn't have any like great new, ideas.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem, is just not being able to.
And he's not a practitioner. And he's not like talking to enough people who are actually in the trenches.
Yeah.
He's not talking to his clients. He's not.
Yeah, he's not. You get no feedback. Yeah, that's what I tell people all the time. I'm like, if you don't see the person you're trying to buy from actually working with their clients one-on-one, then they're not getting any leverage, or they're not getting any feedback to understand what's going on. Guys, me and George have been ripping a session, getting some things done. We're gonna go to my boy Joe's crib in about 45 minutes. That's gonna be really, really cool. Joe has sold multiple businesses, and then my boy Hudson's gonna be there as well. Hudson has an e-com business that does like 500 mil a year. He's an absolute G. And so we're gonna go there before long, but we've literally just been sitting here. We're already up like 15K for the day on top of what you saw earlier. Boom, boom, boom. But we're just getting some stuff done. We have, like I said, the new program is launching. So I'm working on building the foundations of the new one right here and ripping them through. Like, we have this new education source inside of here. I'll give you guys like a sneak peek of what is to come. And we're of like this. So each one of the modules is 3 hours long, and it's really in-depth education going through actually building your offer. I know you can't really see this, but I'm doing that on purpose. I'm not focusing it just so, you know, you can't get too much of the goods, but really, really cool what we've been working on. So we're going to have the new education system is going to be like 36 hours long, and it's going to be sweet. So we're going to keep knocking this out for like another hour, and then we will get in the whip, and we're going to head to the coolest building in all of Miami. About to head downstairs. Going to take the TRX. Want to show you guys something. It's like 4 p.m. Probably got maybe 4 more calls that my guys are going to take. I want to show you guys what we're up for today. 7,500 in Stripe. And then we've got 125 in Fan Basis. So looking at almost 20K, and it's about almost 6 p.m. So got a few more calls that my guys are gonna take. That'll be nice. Probably close the day at 25 or 30K. But this is just average day. I didn't plan like, oh, I'm gonna take a video on a day. Like, you guys know, I started filming this, you know, super early in the day. And we're at 20. We'll probably finish around 30. Just normal when, you know, you have a personal brand that's built on trust. Again, time making this, I have about 30K YouTube subscribers and about 50K Instagram followers, because it's not about having a massive audience. It's about having trust with just a few thousand people. That's all you need. Trust with a few thousand people. It's the same thing that I teach my students. Now, are you gonna make $1 million a month with 1,000 followers? No, but I've got plenty of guys making 15K a month, 20K a month that have less than 3,000 followers, and they're ripping it. So this is the fit. Got the Amiri shorts, the Dior shoes. Let's run it. Gonna head down and whip the TRX right now. I'm wearing like hoodie and shorts, and then for the first time, George is like dripped out. Now you have to control it. Thanks, bro.
It's probably cozy over there.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be nice. I'm excited to see.
Hermes blanket.
Facts, bro. Probably. I've never gone, but he definitely does.
Be right back with the car.
Thank you, bro. He like paid some like crazy Latina to like decorate it, probably.
He said it was Lucy Rose previous apartment.
I don't know who that is, but 40 bands a month at 1,000 Museum. It's probably just like the starter unit. So 1,000 Museum.
Girls is letting him rent it.
He's no. Oh, letting him rent. Said he had to pay 200K just for the security deposit. First and last month's rent, and then the huge security deposit. And then he had to have 10 referrals to get in. And they said they called, he didn't even list them, they called the owner of the fund that bought his first company. They went hard. So it's like the celebrities and shit live in this building. It's like, even if you have money, you can't get in there. Exclusive, bro. That's what we like. Exclusive. 10 references is nuts, bro. I don't even know if I would have 10 references. Fucking, who am I gonna reference? My dad? Like, yeah, what the hell? I'm gonna circle around. Wait for George. Let's see. This thing is so fun to drive when it's raining. Just in general, like, that way you don't have to daily the supercar. This thing is a freaking beast. So one thing about the TRX though is Brickell is very small spaces. Everything is very small. I wonder how long this will stay there. The DJI is so goated. It's actually being so nice today. Oh, there it goes. Look, it's just my luck. All right, George is coming back down. So when I moved down to Miami, I thought like networking was like what you needed to do all the time. But then I realized there's a lot of people, kind of like I was talking about this morning, there's a lot of people that just aren't worth networking with. Just because someone has money doesn't mean they're worth your time. There's a lot of people with money that will make you less money. Just because they have money doesn't mean that they're going to benefit you. Just doesn't mean they're going to lead to your growth, right? So I feel like George feels the same way, but I think I only like to spend my time with people who are actually aligned with the things that we want to do. And I feel like Joe's a super, super cool guy. I haven't spent too much time with him, but he's one of those people where it's like, oh, like there's mutual interest. Like, you know, he's cool to hang out with and he's got a super cool story. So that's why we're going over there to talk with him, hang out and stuff. But, you know, usually we're very selective of like who we're actually going to spend our time with. 'Cause there's a lot of people in Miami that we could be spending time around. But if you come here, if you live here, if your goal is to move here, you'll find out really quick that, what is this person doing? You'll find out really quick that the best thing for you to do is only spend your time around the people that have money and actually have an ability to help you grow, instead of just being around people just because. Like, you can literally do nothing but waste money just going to dinners to network, going out to network, and just going and getting around. And you're better suited actually building stuff that attracts people who want to network with you rather than you going out and just trying to network with everyone across the city, because that can end up just being a huge waste of time, no matter where you live. Oh, that's for show him. No, he's black. That's a... It's a 458. It's a 458. Sky Lounge. I bet this Sky Lounge is insane.
No, we gotta check it out.
It's not even a penthouse. He pays $40 a month just for the normal unit. Holy shit. Oh yeah. Yo.
Yo. Why?
Oh, this is sick. What's up, brother? Good to see you.
Are you right?
Dude, this is dope. We need to take our shoes off at the door.
Sure.
Cool.
Where'd they go?
They're in the kitchen.
Dope. Oh yeah, it's a sick view too. Yo.
What up, G?
What up? What up?
So this is Lucy's? Yeah, this is Lucy's place. Yeah.
What's up, G? Good to see
Where'd
you.
she move? LA?
LA, yeah.
What's up, G?
What up, brother?
Yo, this is crazy.
This is that spot.
This is dope.
I don't know. I think of the lawsuit that she has a little frivolous, probably that's so hard.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. No, that's anything.
So sick.
Jacked?
Oh, bro, I used to take Jacked all the time when I was 15. It was like, fuck. I would like work out for like 4 hours and then start like crying because I would like double scoop like Jacked 3D.
But you were.
The DMAA. I got the last bottle before they rated the Jacked 3D.
Oh,
lab.
so you actually had it when they.
I had like real Jacked 3D, and then after it was Dark Energy.
Would they have coke in it or what?
No, so it's DMAA. It's like it's one chemical bond away from being meth.
Yeah.
So it's very close. Yeah. It's either DMAA or DMMA. One of the compounds is like one chemical bond away from literally being meth. It's basically like an amphetamine. And so I would take like it would make me like 20, 30 pounds stronger on my lifts. I was just taking it as a fucking high school kid, and then like, bro, we would always go find like the little booth like supplement stores that like had DMAA pre-workout, and that was the best, bro.
Bro, unreal. Like.
I remember when Jack 3D wasn't available anymore, and then after there was this thing called Dark Energy that their whole lab got rated, and then after there was this thing called Dark Horse. I can still remember Dark Horse, bro. I can still remember like the pineapple flavor in my mouth because I like threw up with it one time, and that shit was bad for me to be taken at like 15. But
you know what's crazy about him? I never talk shit about him. I never talk shit about anyone. Like I swear to you, I'm not a shit talker. John's a shit talker.
I'm a shit talker. George don't talk shit about anybody, bro. I talk shit.
And he was the one person I'm like, wait, you got a party tonight? What? Yeah. Alright, we're there.
This random girl just texted me, and she's literally capping on her ass.
Ooh.
She's like, "Why'd you call me?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Yeah, you called me 15 minutes ago." I'm like, "No, I didn't." She's like, "Oh, well, how you been?" And I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" I didn't call your ass. Do you want to go to Coke?
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean,
Nah, I don't want to take her. Don't let me take her.
no, are you hungry? That's
Yeah. I didn't. I purposely wasn't eating that much.
Alright.
Do you think we have the record for most attendances in 1 week?
I probably you do.
It's like 9 times, bro. I've got to.
Better? My bad, bro. You know I always go.
Is it me today or?
I think it's you, bro, because this is good to me. And then when the steak comes out, your palate's gonna be opened up. It's going to taste better. It's because the more I drink this, the sweeter the aftertaste becomes.
Yeah, this one is the best out of all. But.
Yeah, bro. Can't wait to eat. I'm carbing up to go train legs with Spencer in the morning, bro. I'm gonna feel like you met my match. I can see it in his eyes, bro. Yeah, that was fire. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. More coming out. Like, subscribe. If you're looking to scale your coaching business or learn the organic systems that we teach so that you can start yours, whether you're just trying to make your first 10K or you're trying to scale your business from 20 and 30K a month to 100K a month, we've got you. Click a link below. If you have any questions, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I answer all of my DMs personally. I'll see you guys in the next one.